We have our moving truck coming in 8 days. Nothing is packed up. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are packing up the kitchen and pretty much anything else we can get done. We have our moving truck coming in 8 days and nothing is packed up. So Kyle is currently selling a lot of like furniture that we're not taking with us today, and my job is just to get as much done and as much packed up into boxes as we can. So I will be sharing some tips. We have moved several times in the past, and I will be sharing some tips that we've learned along the way, but we have a lot to get done, so let's go ahead and jump on into it.
I wanna hear you say that you only want
me. Pushing the past again, no. You know my little triggers keep on triggering them all. I've had enough of this, oh. Our timeline's getting worn out when we're going back and forth. You know we're only pretending, we're only weak and lonely, and I think we both know it. Why can't we face it? Keep on paper chasing all these made up reasons. You're the only one for me. My heart is wasted. Keep on paper chasing, acting pretty small when we.
All right, so we put together a few of the boxes, not all of them, of course, but we mostly like to use the medium style boxes or the small ones, because the large ones, I feel like you a lot of times go for those because you feel like you're getting more bang for your buck, but when you put a lot of heavy stuff in them, you always regret that. So that is definitely one tip that we have learned over the years. And also it is a lot easier, and you can actually fit way more into your moving truck if you do get like more uniform boxes. But if you don't have the budget, or you just don't want to spend the money to buy boxes, then you can actually just go to your local grocery store and ask them for boxes, and a lot of times they will give them to you. Like we always did that, and we always got way more boxes than we ever could even need. I keep procrastinating because I don't want to do this, but I feel like the kitchen is always the hardest part, but that's what we're gonna start with, so let's do this.
It never was like this before. We've been wearing out our loving like a pair of favorite jeans. Was getting harder to ignore. Yeah. Kept on stitching up the patches. You know we're only pretending, we're only weak and lonely, and I think we both know it.
So one big tip that will make such a big difference for you is actually using styrofoam plates to separate any of your plates or flatware like this. It's going to be one, really quick and easy, and two, it's actually going to be reusable, because once you go through and unpack everything, you're going to be able to reuse those plates. And these styrofoam plates are also very affordable. And then another quick tip that I like to do is actually use paper towels for separating my bowls, and that way they won't break during the moving process. But I'm also going to be able to, again, reuse the paper towels once we move in. I can use them for cleaning, drying hands, just kind of whatever you use your paper towels for, but they are going to be able to be reused, and you're not going to have to use as much packing paper because that can get a little bit pricey.
All these made up reasons, you're the only one for me. My heart is wasted, we keep on paper chasing, acting pretty small when we are growing out of love. Why can't we face it? Keep on paper chasing all these made up reasons, you're the only one for me. My heart is wasted, keep on paper chasing, acting pretty small when we are growing out
So as you can see, I'm just kind of sharing some tips along the way. Sometimes I'm just popping them up on the screen. Sometimes I'm kind of talking about them more. But if you guys have any packing tips of your own, I would definitely love to hear them down in the comments. And this next tip that I wanted to share with you guys is just a way to kind of make the moving in process a little bit easier for you. So what I like to do is get these little stickers. They're just like garage sale stickers, but they come in different colors. And I will usually kind of designate a different color for either different floors of the house or different rooms of the house. You can kind of decide how it's going to work best for you. But for me, I'm going to be using the pink for the first floor, and then I'm going to be using, I believe, green for the second floor. And then anything that is fragile is going to have an orange sticker. And then anything that goes just straight into the garage will have a green sticker. So that's just kind of what we have decided. But that way, if you have people helping you out move and you just kind of want to save the time of not having to read where everything goes, you can just quickly look at those stickers and see where the items go. And depending on the new place you're moving into, you can even like have one sticker as different bedrooms, one sticker is the kitchen, kind of whatever you want. But it's just like one of those little things that makes a big difference. So I did want to mention that before going ahead and packing everything up in our house, I did do a big declutter throughout our entire house, and that made a huge difference, just not having to pack every single thing, especially things that we didn't need any longer or things that we weren't going to be using in the new house. But another thing that I did want to share is if you either don't have time to declutter before actually going through and packing, or if you just didn't get around to decluttering as much as you wanted, you can definitely still continue the decluttering process while you are packing. And I've done that a lot while I'm packing here. You'll kind of see me toss certain things not into the moving boxes, but instead into a separate box. And those boxes I'm going to actually just be donating. So anything I come across that I'm like, oh yeah, I don't really need this. No, I don't really use this anymore. Then instead of packing them up and moving them to the new house just to go ahead and get rid of them there, I'm just going to be decluttering them as I pack.
I keep it in my head, I keep it locked away. My friends think that this is over. Guess it's the price I paid. Played with the enemy. Now I got you on my shoulders. Let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love again. Let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love again. Let me love again. Let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love. Let me love again. Let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love. Let me love again. Wanna let go, I wanna lose you. Fall out of love as you're supposed to. This was a phase that I was a mistake. But I can't move on with something in these days. Let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love again. Let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love again. Let me love again. Let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love. Let me love again. Let go and let me love. Let go and let me love again. Let go and let me love. Let me let go and let me love. Let me love again. Let go and let me love.
So this plastic wrap stuff is the first time that I've ever actually purchased the packing plastic wrap, and it worked really great for the silverware caddy, as you can see. And then we also used it later on for different furniture pieces and things like that, but it worked really well just to protect things and the corners and edges of everything, and it also worked great just to kind of keep some things together. But if you don't want to get this stuff, it's absolutely not necessary. But another thing that works really great is the Glad Press and Seal, I believe it is. That stuff works really great as well, especially if you can find it on a sale or like with a coupon or something.
Let me love again.
Here's the thing that I got on my mind: how the world's making people go blind. Solitary, ordinary, don't sit well with my gut. It's so strange, I'm not holding my tongue. Radio making me feel so numb. Stolen beats, they're on repeat, but come on, don't we all wanna be someone? God, it's killing me, but I just wanna be a millionaire, a millionaire. My worst enemy, but I just wanna be a millionaire, a millionaire. 18 karat stuff just to feel it. Pretty diamond rocks 'cause I need it. God, it's killing me, but I just wanna be a millionaire, a millionaire. Every month, spending every last dime. Feeling like I'm just stuck in rewind. Need a change before I break. So dumb, but I just wanna be someone. God, it's killing me, but I just wanna be a millionaire, a millionaire. My worst enemy, but I just wanna be a millionaire, a millionaire. 18 karat stuff just to feel it. Pretty diamond rocks 'cause I need it. God, it's killing me, but I just wanna be a millionaire, a millionaire. I wanna be someone. Wanna be someone. Wanna be someone. Don't we all wanna be someone? God, it's killing me, but I just wanna be a millionaire, a millionaire. My worst enemy, but I just wanna be a millionaire.
I was worried you blow my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. This very finger for people like them. Oh, no, no. Well, darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky, oh. It's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good, oh.
So now that we have all of our dishes and all of our silverware all packed up, I wanted to share a tip that we have been doing the last several moves. So instead of having to use all plastic silverware and paper bowls and everything, we just go to Walmart and get a few sets of these dishes. They are really cheap. They are about 50 cents each. And then you can also get silverware for around $1 a piece. And so it ends up being at least as cheap as buying all paper plates and plastic silverware, but it's also nicer because you can end up running it through the dishwasher and you're also not wasting a ton. So these ones are actually just from our camper, but if you don't have that, you can definitely just run to the store and pick them up that way as well.
I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky, oh. It's the way
All right, it is a new day. We have the kitchen basically packed up and everything's kind of like pushed up against here. We do not have our couch anymore. We don't have our TV stand or our TV. Well, our TV is still here, it's just packed. We don't have our entryway table. Kyle's bookshelf is gone and sold. Our bed frame upstairs in the guest bedroom is sold. like just so many things. We've sold so many pieces of furniture that we're not gonna take, just things that aren't gonna fit in the new house and just work in the new spaces. So we did get a lot of that done, but now it is time to just continue on packing. We still have a lot to get done. We still only have a few more days until the truck gets here. So I don't totally know what I'm gonna start with today. I know something that's like pretty big on my list is the decor closet in my office. Also, I want to get like the bookshelf downstairs packed. We're not going to be doing much like in our bedroom because all the dressers, like we'll just keep all the stuff that's in the dressers already in there, so we don't have to mess with that. But we actually are also going to be keeping like some of the decor pieces that we're not taking with us that are on the wall and stuff here, because the new owners actually said that they just love the decor, and so they were like, anything you want to leave, you can go ahead and leave. So we're going to do that, which will make it easier. And yeah, I feel like we're a little bit overwhelmed still, just because moving is never like a simple task, especially when you're moving like out of the town, out of the state, things like that. But we are making some progress. Honestly, the kitchen is awesome. Like just having empty cabinets, that is one of the biggest things I feel is the kitchen. So without further ado, let's finish packing. Now that I got just like a good amount of boxes prepped up, I am going to go upstairs, I think, and start out just by emptying out my closet, like the decor closet, and just getting all of that packed. I feel like that'll be really productive. And then I'll probably just kind of walk around and see what other kind of decor I have throughout the house and decide like what we're gonna be keeping. So because we had sold the bookshelf outside of my office door where all of these books were at, they were just laying down on the office floor, and I needed to just kind of go through those, pack up a bunch, and then get rid of any that we don't really read anymore. And I just needed to do that before I was able to actually get to my decor closet. And if you need some more decluttering motivation and you missed my recent video where I decluttered my decor closet or where I decluttered my kitchen, all of those videos are going to be in my whole house decluttering series, and that is going to be linked down in my description box below. So if you are new to my channel, you're probably like, what in the heck? Like, why do you have a whole entire decor closet? And the reason that we have this is actually because I love doing home makeovers for friends and family, and we're hoping to actually expand and be able to share more home makeovers in your guys' homes in the future. But anytime I redecorate my house for holidays or seasons, or if I find something on a good deal or find something that I just absolutely love, I will go ahead and grab it and pick it up. And that way, whenever I go off to do the home makeovers, I don't have to buy everything all at once. I've kind of like spread it out. And that's why we have the entire home decor closet. It definitely is a bit crazy in here just because there is a lot of stuff, but it does all go to good use. So I just wanted to share that if you are new to the channel. And also, if you haven't seen my home makeovers or some of my home makeover series, I will link that playlist up here so you can go ahead and check it out if you have not already.
I don't take no chances. Fill up all the blanks with lemon sprinkled ice. Please don't ask me twice. Rhythm got me bouncing, bottles got me crashing.
The next thing that I'm going to pack up in here is all of the pillows. I have a lot of like pillow forms, and then some are just like actual throw pillows. But I picked up a few bags of the vacuum storage bags. I think this comes, it only comes with one bag, but they're just from Dollar Tree, so it's just $1 each. But that way it's going to save us so much room. I think I'm still going to try to put them in a box, just because we found anything you can put in a box always helps, because then you have like more uniform, you know, uniformness, I don't know, more uniform like truck packing. And so I'm just going to start kind of putting these in here, and then I will grab my vacuum and just seal them nice and tight and save a ton of room.
I'm just in it for the thrill of it. I just wanna get the hang of this, and I know there is no cure. Drowning in ID. I'm just in it for just the highlight drift and the highlight, just the high feel living.
So like I said, I am just going to be kind of squishing down my pillows and then vacuum sealing them in these bags, and it really made a massive difference. I'll show you here in just a minute about how big of a difference it makes. And I will say, if you do have a second person to help you out with this, it would make it way easier, but you can definitely get it done on your own like I'm doing here. Also, another tip that I had slightly touched on, I wanted to kind of explain a little bit more, and that is to put as much as you can into boxes. Now, there are going to be a lot of things, especially as you get further on throughout your packing process, that are going to be like really awkward, not really fit into boxes that great. But anything that you can fit in, even if you feel like it's kind of a wasting a box, it will end up being such a benefit. It will make it so much easier to load things into the truck. You're also going to be able to fit a lot more things into a moving truck if it's all nice and uniform. And anytime you're paying for space when you're moving, like in a moving truck, it's going to end up saving you a lot of money.
I'm just in it for just the highlight drift and the highlight, just the high feel living in the highlight drift, just the highlight twist and the highlight. I'm just in it for just the highlight drift and the highlight, just the high feel living in the highlight drift, just the highlight twist and the highlight. I'm just in it for
have everything basically taken out of the closet. I do have a few things right here. I think we're just gonna actually wrap those up. And then I do also have this cube organizer in here, and it's just kind of filled up with things, so I don't need to pack anything in there. We will just slide this right into the moving truck. Also the same thing with spray paints. I'm probably gonna stick them in one of the cube organizers or some drawer or something, just so they don't like slosh around. But I got all the boxes packed. This is a big deal. I was like shocked at how many boxes it took to pack everything up in here. The home decor is kind of like awkward shaped, and a lot of it are just pillows and blanket and stuff like that. Like the vacuum sealing bags, that saved so much room, I think, because I think I fit like most of the pillows into one box, or most of like the regular size pillow forms in one box. I feel like it looks like we don't have a lot done, but really we don't have that much left to do as far as like packing goes. We still have a ways to go, but we are getting so much progress done that it does feel really good. And it also is just starting to feel super real. So I'm like a little torn on it. It just feels very, very bittersweet. Few hours later and I'm down in the basement. So this is what I'm going to focus on now, is just all of like the decor from there and the decor from here. As you can see, that table and everything is taken down. This is actually the cube that was in Noah's room. And while we're down here, I'll kind of show you how everything's looking right now. So this is Noah's bedroom. We got rid of his bed just because the boys love to have sleepovers with each other every night. Like they just love to sleep together, and they can never sleep over in Noah's bed because it's too small for all of them. And then in Luke's room, his room is actually pretty well put together right now still. Kyle's gonna take apart his bed frame and everything. And then I actually don't think we're keeping their desks because they're not gonna be doing school at home next year. And then Liam's bedroom is a mess. And the reason it's so messy is because we actually sold his dresser, and I meant to come in and like organize things, but I don't know what I was doing. I was busy doing something, and so Kyle just like put them in piles whenever we sold the dresser, and then piles don't work out. That's what it comes down to. Now we're gonna start tackling this bad boy.
You needed me like a cargo, you will carry me. I just hope you know my depth, even though it makes no sense. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the lightning, don't wanna pick a fight with.
Our house is getting even more chaotic. I actually went through late last night and packed all of the boys and all of our like clothing that we're going to be using for the next 2 weeks, and then all the rest of their clothing are actually just in their dirty bins. Like they're all cleaned, but they're just sitting in their dirty bins, and that's how we're going to transport them to Arizona in the moving truck. But Kyle is already working on Luke's room, and then we're gonna start taking down TVs, just getting everything done. Everything needs to get in a box or out in the garage today, because moving truck comes tomorrow.
could really use a change of scenery. Yeah. Everybody smoking all the greenery. Yeah. Close the match 'cause they were handed down to me. But I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you.
The next place I need to go into is my closet, but I am gonna show you something that we've done for like most of our moves probably. It works super, super well, and it basically, like, you don't have to super pack your clothes, and then it makes it really easy to hang them into your new closet whenever you get there. So I'm gonna show you my closet tip. So my tip for packing clothes is all you are going to do is grab a trash bag, and then you are going to open it all up and cut a slit into the very top center of the trash bag. And then you're going to slip it over a few of your clothes. You can kind of decide how many clothes you can fit into the trash bag. It really kind of depends on how thick your hangers are, how big the clothes are. And then once you have that done, then you're just going to slide those all the way down onto the bottom of the clothes. And then you have two options. You can either just kind of tighten them onto the clothes, or what I like to do a lot of times, if possible, is actually pull them all the way down underneath the clothing and then tie a knot at the bottom. And that way your clothes are completely protected against anything while they are in the moving truck. And another reason why this is so awesome is because you're not having to take everything off the hangers. And once you move into your new home, you are able to just slip them right back into your closet, hang them right up onto the new closet rod, and you'll be all finished unpacking your clothes.
Poison's gonna chew you from the inside out. So right now, say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride. To all the haters, cause you proved to me that rising to the top was my destiny. And you can see whatever from behind me, but I'm still fly, I know.
So a super quick tip is to look into SD'sSureMove.com. This is not sponsored in the slightest, but we used them for our last move, and then we used them for this move as well. And it ended up being just slightly more expensive than U-Haul, but all they do is they bring you the truck and then you pack it up and then they go ahead and deliver it to your new house. And it just works so well, and it's really cost effective when it comes to moving things.
Been feeling trapped down on the floor. I don't know what for. Feels like I'm gonna lose. Silence takes a hold. I can't let it go. Chin up, no one knows. But I won't let the stormy seas throw me in open water. Let me have my peace and leave me till tomorrow. Wind into my sail, away from things I let go, floating on the waves. We go bottoms up, we go all the way. When you're feeling down, push the pain away. We go bottoms up, we go all the way, and face that shit another day.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you tons of packing tips, whether you have a move coming up or just to kind of keep in your back pocket for the next time you move. It is very, very bittersweet that we are moving out of this house. And as you can see, at the time that I stopped filming this video, we still had a little bit more to do, but we had done so much in our house. We had packed up so much. And now we only have about a week or so until we are moving into our new house. So the next video that you guys are going to see will be me cleaning up our Utah home for the very last time. It's going to be a very relaxing and peaceful after dark video, which I love, and I think it's just the perfect way to kind of end this chapter in our Utah home. So definitely stay tuned for that video and make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss out on that one, as well as all of the new house content. I hope you guys have the most amazing day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.